everyone. I'm Irene Rubom-Keller, licensed psychotherapist and author of the book, Foodaholic, The 7 Stages to Permanent Weight Loss. Today, we're going to be talking about why your self-image is kind of screwy. Coming up. No offense to you, because it's true for all of us, but our self-image is a little bit screwy for a really good reason. And if you've never thought about this before, it might sound a little odd to you, but it's this, and it's that your eyeballs are inside your head. I mean, obvious. But what that means is that you can only ever see the world from inside your body. And so you can never really see your body. Of all the things there are to see in the world, you can't see you. You can look down, you can see your arms, you can see your torso and your feet, but you can never see your back, you can never see your face. You can never see certain parts of your body you're never going to see. The only way that you know what you look like is from reflections or photographs. You know, like Narcissus in the pond where he first sees himself and he's like, oh, falls in love, you know. So our self-image is going to be screwy because our perception is screwy based on where we perceive the world from. So how does this impact you with weight loss, weight gain, weight loss? It's a kind of a fascinating area in weight loss, in weight work that I've encountered, and that is that when we gain or lose weight, even a lot of weight, we can't see it on ourselves. Now, we have some sort of ability to be the person we think we are from in here, and we think we look like that because it's how we feel. So there's a little bit of a disconnect between what we look like and what we feel like and who we think we are and who we actually are, if that makes any sense. When it comes to weight and self-image, if you've gained a lot of weight, you might not really know it, even though you kind of know it. Now, let me explain. When I gained a lot of weight, and I did, I've been very heavy in the past, I would kind of try to deny it to myself. All right, I stopped getting on the scale. That's certainly one of the first things to do if you want to get into weight denial. I stopped getting on the scale. I started wearing only leggings and baggy sweaters and boots. That was sort of my uniform. So I was not confronting my size because everything was stretchy back then. You know, that was in style. So cool. I wasn't confronting my size, and yet I knew I was gaining weight. I could tell, I could feel it, but I just didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to diet. I didn't want to give up what I was eating. I was going through a rough time emotionally, and I just wanted my comfort, and so I just was going to hide, basically, from myself and from the reality of what was going on. Until one day, I was in this store. It was like a retail store. And I was walking through this, basically like a hallway, and on either side of me were dressing rooms with the doors open, and there were angled mirrors in all of these dressing rooms. And so I'm walking straight ahead, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this woman kind of walking parallel to me. And my first thought was that, wow, she's kind of big. I keep walking. She keeps walking, right? I kind of glance a little bit more, and I'm like, wow, she has a green sweater on too. Nothing's clicking yet, right away. Keep walking, and then I kind of look, and I'm like, oh my God, it was me. It was me. And it was the first time, for whatever reason, in the unfamiliar mirrors, in that unfamiliar lighting, that I was able to really see how big I was. And it kicked me into gear. That's when I did start losing weight. But it took that sort of shocking moment, you know, to feel like waking me up to really see that, wow, I gained a lot of weight. So how can you use this then to help you with your body image and with your weight? And, you know, the best way to let this work for you would be to videotape yourself. Honestly, to set up your iPhone or your camera, whatever you have to videotape yourself with, or have someone else do it. And, put it at a decent angle so you can, see yourself. And press play and model for yourself. Turn around so you can see what you look like in the back. This is what you can do if you want to go through your clothes too, to see what they look like. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the movie Clueless. It's a fun movie if you have never seen it. Very fun. She would never just put an outfit on. She had to have a Polaroid taken of her in the outfit before she would leave the house because she didn't trust her own eyes. Smart girl, right? So it really does help to externalize yourself, even though I know that you might be afraid of what you're going to see. But here's how to deal with the image. If you're very happy, you've probably hidden from the camera. If there's any kind of a group photo, hide in the back. Try not to be seen. So the thought of really being in front of a camera and seeing yourself fully, the way you look, can be daunting. But if you just look at it as data, just data, because you look like you look whether you want to look at it or not. You know what I mean? It's like when people don't want to get on the scale, I tell them that too. It's like you weigh what you weigh, whether you want to look at it or not. It's just data. And when it comes to your body image and what you look like, there are things that you can change. Like ultimately, you can change your weight. I know it's not easy, but it's possible. You can change your weight. There are certain things about your body that you can change and some you cannot. But what's good about seeing your body is that you can at least look at it as data and say, okay, well, I don't like my weight. I can change that. I don't like my height. Well, too bad. I don't like my age. Well, you can do some things about that. It depends on what it is about your age you don't like. Maybe you don't like you've lost muscle mass, where you can certainly weightlift and add your muscle mass. There are things you can do. So for homework then, try videotaping yourself, and see what you think. No one else has to see it. You can delete it immediately if it's painful for you, but that data might really serve you well. And let us know in the comments if you did that and if it worked for you. And take care. Come see me again sometime. Oh, and like and subscribe if this helped you. All right, bye.